Hello and welcome. Today I'm going to do a video on the original, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. This is on the second sight label. This is the first release of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre on the amazing second sight label. I say that to bring up the point that they are, I guess, re-releasing this film. I think there's going to be another Blu-ray, but I know that they're doing like a big 4K set. I guess that's why I rewatched this for an untold amount of time recently because of the news that is coming out in 2023. It just sort of like gave me the inspiration to watch it. So not that I needed much, persuasion. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with this copy either. There's the only I only really want to bring up one point when I talk about this film in this video, and that's like the thread. This is what I love about like when about direction in films. When you pick up things in films and the layers and the messages that like seep through into every scene and like bring things back. And I don't mean like some big plot, overarching plot that like starts in the beginning and then you find out at the end. No, I mean like there's more, and they're not there to be dug out with a shovel if you're like some film expert. No, it's if you I don't know if it happens if you just watch a film once, or once you've watched a film enough times you sort of start to like pick up nuances. But this time I sort of found that so when at the beginning our protagonists are driving in their van to like the house that they've inherited, or the old the old house that they're going to visit, their uncle's house, like for the two relatives that are in the van. And the lad that's in the wheelchair, they pass this like a slaughterhouse, and they just in passing, and we get some wicked Toby Hooper directed shots of like the cattle and that, and their eyes, and all brilliant there. But okay, so they pass that, and then the dude in the wheelchair starts like, he's quite, I wouldn't say like childlike, but he's more childish than the rest of them, and he sort of comes out with things that are like more macabre and more dark. I mean, he doesn't see like the issue in that, or that there is any at all. He's just saying things that are on his mind, and that they're different from the people that are there with, and you get the feeling that like he wasn't really wanted, but he's tagging along. So he comes out of some things that maybe necessarily certain groups of friends wouldn't come out with. They're a bit more unsavory, and so you get the sense that he plays in that sort of ballpark more, and his thoughts are a bit more, not necessarily sinister, but just more dark and more tasteful to some people. Some people that love slashers and the horror genre would get along with him, and have a convo about these sort of things. So yeah, you get the sort of sense that he's on that sort of level, a certain level where he would talk about the stuff, but he would be grossed out by like actual horror if that was happening to him, which you see in a later scene with the knife and the blood. Then they pick up this, I guess you wouldn't call him a hitchhiker, because he seems to like know the lay of the land, and he was like at the slaughterhouse, and he's just on his way home. But they pick him up anyway because he's ranting and raving on the side of this Texan road, and they pick him up, and like it soon descends into like a very dangerous boiling pot of water, because like he's saying all this stuff, he's burning photos, he's setting fires, he's getting flick blades out, and he's talking real sort of real dangerous talk that like frightens the rest of the happy crew. But then this is where the layers of sort of the macabre and the dark come into play in this film, because you've got the dude in the wheelchair who, like I said, I've explained his mind of thought, and then you get this new lad that they don't know, and he just ups the ante completely. He goes to the extreme of like, he likes the bloodletting. He doesn't just like talking about it. He will, let blood squirt, and self-inflict violence to himself and others. So he's like the next step. So there's you can see the steps now. There's the lad that talks about it, and he's like maybe the slasher fan. Then you've got like the slaughtering of the cows, where like humanity is doing this to like cattle. Then you've got this lad that's like would inflict the violence, and he enjoys the violence. Then you've got Leatherface and his family who enjoy it, and are cannibals. They've cannibalized the killing that maybe at once humanity had to do to survive, but they've cannibalized it and they've made it into not even just a ritual, just an enjoyment. And so yeah, that was something I picked up. And again, like that whole ties into like the cattle. Like our protagonists are the cattle. They're cattle going to be slaughtered at the slaughterhouse, the Leatherface's home. So it's yeah, that's all I really wanted to discuss when I was watching it, and I just thought, yeah, what a wonderful sort of direction from Toby Hooper, and that goes to the screenplay that he got help with, Kim Henkel. Um, yeah, I mean this film is 5 stars to me. Like it's one of my favorite films of all time, and I think it is wonderful, and it's like horrifying. Um, Obviously, like, and there's some acting. The acting's not great all across the board. From most of the cast, I'm not sure how well versed they were at that point in their life. They're all quite young. I love the whole. Oh, there's another. Right, so they stop off at this gas station because they're running out of gas, right? Petrol or diesel, whatnot. They're in dire need of it. Otherwise, they're gonna have to, they're not gonna be able to go to the comfort of a residence. They're gonna have to like go to this the place that they're gonna visit. So you've got this lad, this like attendant that. So obviously he's been, his job is to, anytime like a car pulls up, he'll go and wash the windows while the potential customers are like talking to the gas station owner. So obviously that's clearly his job. That's his job role. Clean, 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 clean. Keep them occupied. Do a service, to these American citizens. And like it's as if I picked up on this moment where it's as if the lad that's doing the washing of the windows, it's as if he's been told. I can't really remember what it was about, but he gives a look. He turns around and like looks to the sky. When like the gas station owner, the uncle, he sort of says something about like, oh, the sun's getting low, or it gets dark at night, or dangerous at night, or something. The lad, the attendant, he like looks around and gives like this very stage acted sort of look, as if like he was trained to do that. And it comes across at first glance as sort of just like he's a bit sort of, I wouldn't say simple, but like he's just like, he's not really bothered, and he's just giving like a little simple look, a little nonchalant look, and then going back to his duties. But there's more to it. There's such layers in that performance, and I don't know. It must have been scripted. It must have been that way, and that's like the lore I'm taking into the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, where that lad, that attendant, has like been given his role a specific set of instructions, a way to behave whilst like customers come, to make it all seem like just like a normal gas station, But yeah, that's also what I picked up. So yeah, that's the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Thank you.